Every harvest begins with discipline and the patience of the land.
Safety locks in before the first fruit comes down.
A clean cut protects the fruit and the day's yield.
Every crate carries a living softness that must travel carefully. Even here, logistics begins before processing does.
Tree to wheel, the countdown to precision starts.
The harvest leaves nature and enters industry.
To pull.
The road ends here, and the conveyor path begins.
Inside the bay, every motion becomes controlled.
Now the harvest is exposed to inspection and speed.
The first inspection happens with eyes, before sensors. Steel arms take over, lifting human effort into system flow.
Every pallet follows the same language: markings, signs, and discipline. Here the dates meet the factory's first moving spine.
Gravity becomes the first conveyor, and the line awakens.
Inside these walls, every second is engineered. The line moves forward, and so does the story.
This is not a building, it's a living system.
Before it is touched.
Flow is controlled because chaos is expensive. Light, steel, motion. The factory speaks in signals.
Hygiene, foreign material control, moisture targets, cleaning start.
Before the machines, the people align.
What you remove matters as much as what you keep.
Waste exits quietly, so value can move forward.
The first wash is not just water, it's control.
Everything unwanted must leave the surface. Filtration is the factorial's silent defense. Gentle friction removes what water cannot.
Drying begins instantly because moisture changes everything.
Sorting demands visibility, so the line becomes thin.
Size is separated because uniformity sells.
Defects are removed early before they multiply downstream.
Risks are caught before they touch the product.
Now the line sees faster than any human can.
One burst of air protects thousands of perfect pieces.
Nothing is wasted It's redirected with purpose. Moisture is the hidden variable, and it must be measured.
Clean, sorted, verified. Now the factory can begin the real work. This is where preparation ends and processing begins. Uniform flow is the first step to uniform quality.
Heat is introduced gently to unlock the fruit's flexibility.
Even moisture is guided, so softness stays controlled.
Now the line becomes precise, one fruit at a time.
Sensors don't guess, they confirm.
A single strike removes what the consumer never wants.
After the machine, the human verifies.
Even the discarded has value if it's handled right.
A final rinse keeps the process clean and neutral.
Speed removes water, but balance keeps safety. Buffering keeps rhythm, so the line never starves. Leaves no room for doubt, only verified passage.
This is where safety becomes certainty, and the next transformation begins.
Cooling locks texture before it can drift. Balance is engineered, not assumed. A thin coat turns softness into consistency. Viscosity decides whether shine becomes stickiness. Even dust is measured when precision matters. Here the fruit is shaped to carry something more.
Consistency becomes visible in data and light.
A single decision changes the product's final identity. Flow is tuned like an instrument. The surface is sealed without cooking the inside. Texture is judged by touch and experience. Uniformity is built by blending the day's work. Separation restores flow, and flow restores quality. Now the factory sees and decides faster than hands can. Every piece is judged in milliseconds. A single fault is removed without slowing the line. Automation doesn't guess, it balances. Speed becomes delicate when engineering is exact. Purity is verified, even against what you can't see.
Grades are not opinions, their engineered outcomes.
A steady buffer keeps the next machines perfect.
Order is built, one cavity at a time.
Traceability is the factorier's memory.
The final build begins when cartons become cargo.
Every gram is accounted for without slowing the
Now the product is organized, ready for the final.
Finishing begins where alignment becomes exact. Precision is felt in the shape of every box. A sealed carton is a sealed promise. Information travels with the product everywhere it goes. Verification is constant because errors are expensive. Strength is added without adding weight. Protection is layered before it ever leaves the building. The wrap locks everything together against vibration and time.
The final weight confirms. Nothing is missing. Small reinforcements prevent big losses.
Heat finalizes the seal, like a signature. Tension tells the truth about stability.
The factory now prepares to hand off the final product.
All clear, moving to QC.
Before storage, the product must face the test.
Quality begins with a sample, and ends with proof.
If it isn't traceable, it isn't trusted.
The lab is quieter because precision is louder than noise. A single swab can protect an entire shipment. Shelf life is calculated in decimals. Texture tells a story about processing and care.
Sweetness is measured, not assumed.
Spoken, it's documented.
The final judge is still the human palate.
Records outlive the shift and protect the brand.
With QC complete, the product earns its place in storage. Storage is not waiting, it's controlled preservation.
Now it's ready to leave the factory as finished truth. Storage becomes shipment with a single lift. The final phase is movement without mistakes. Every destination has a path, and every path has timing. Staging isn't waiting, it's choreography.
The outside world arrives, and the bay responds.
The handoff begins between factory floor and freight.
Securing is not an option, it's a standard.
The shipment leaves with proof, not hope. A seal is a promise that no one breaks the chain.
The product leaves quietly after an entire system.
What began on a tree ends as organized inventory.
Global travel starts here, one pallet at a time. Every step was controlled, so the result can be trusted.
And this is how modern factories produce dates from start to finish.
Subscribe and step into the next factory with me.